Good evening, YMCA family. How are you all today? I'm Jennifer, and we are here for some yoga. So a little stretching, a little de-stressing, a little letting go of whatever your week brought you. Hopefully it was all good stuff, but sometimes we do get a little stressed out. So if that was the case for you this week, we're gonna stretch you out so that you will be ready for the weekend. So what do you need today? You need a nice open space. And as always, you need a band or a strap so we can stretch your hammies. That's the plan today. I know you're surprised. So as we start to get going, before class, after class, during class, leave me a shout out here. Let the Y know that you're here, right? Let us know that you're checking in, whether you're doing this class now or later or in 3 weeks. We'd love to know that you are here being a part of our online yoga experience. So we're always very excited to see you in person, but you know, sometimes schedules don't allow us to do so. So let us know that you are stretching and breathing with us online. So, all right, shall we get started? As we lift up nice and tall in your spot, remember that whatever suggestion I offer to you, it is just that. It's a suggestion. So you know how your body feels. You know which sections of the body are a little bit more tight, a little bit more loose than others. So you go ahead and you be good to you, right? Check in with your body and always be aware. So we're gonna lift up nice and tall, relax your shoulders, and we're just gonna close your eyes for a bit. So let's take in a breath or two. And let's exhale Friday, shall we? Inhale, breathe in, expand that chest. And exhale, breathe out. Good. Let that breath move through the body. Inhaling light and energy, and exhaling everything your body doesn't need. And as we continue to breathe, let's go ahead here and just drop that head around, make a nice easy circular rotation with that head and neck. So maybe exhale down. And inhale, lift. Slow circles. Good. Roll that head around the other way. Remember, all those creaks and pops are absolutely normal so long as they don't hurt, right? And we'll go ahead and come on back up to the top with that head. Turn the head to the side, look out over his shoulder. And come back to the center, and we'll turn that head to the other side. Good, come on back to the center. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna initiate that movement from the base of the spine. Upper body's gonna go along for the ride. So lift up tall, make sure you're not pushing into your knees. And rotate from the base of the spine. So instead of just the head turning, now we have a nice twist. Good, come back to the center. Again, lift tall. Rotate other side. And back to the center. One more time, first side. And second side. Lovely. Back we go to the center. Take those hands on around behind you. Let us open up that chest. Press that heart center forward. Lift your chin. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And relax. Very nice. We're going to take those arms up. So reach those arms up to the sky, and then let's just bend the elbows. We're gonna bend the elbows, but I want lots of energy reaching up through those fingertips. So we're gonna do this a couple times today in a couple of different locations on your mat. But let's inhale, reach to the sky, send your energy upward through those fingers, and then bend the elbows. You can open up that chest here, squeeze those elbows back, And let's breathe. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Inhale and exhale. How about 2 more? Fantastic. Good job. Reach those arms back up to the sky. Maybe interlace those fingers. Let's dip over. Seated half moon. Reaching over, over, over. And up and over. Other side. Reach. A little dip. And up to the top. Bend the elbows. Or actually, just float those arms down right on down here beside you. And we'll wiggle out that upper body. We're going to give it a little rotation. So another rotation, this time out over a knee, and then let's just take a big step forward with those hands. So we've just got a nice flat back as we come on out and forward. There's that nice flat back. I can feel that length all throughout my spinal column. Take a breath. And then exhale, drop the nose forward. Lift up that head, back out into that nice flat back, and we will walk ourselves in and up to the top and rotate to the front. Good. Other side, same thing. Maybe take a step forward with your hands flat back as you hinge that body forward over that opposite knee. So there's our nice flat back. Take a breath. Round down, nose towards the knee. Up we go, flat back. Can maybe readjust those hands. And up we go. And back to the center. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, scoop it, cat stretch. Rounding it back. And lifting it up tall, right to the center. Very nice. So check in with your posture here, lifting up nice and long, ears right on up to the sky, shoulders are nice and soft. Lovely. And then let's just go ahead and release. We're going to place your feet on the mat, grab your thighs, and lift up tall. So that same posture that we had before, we have here right now. So lifty, lifty. Fantastic. Maybe we position just the toes on that mat as we lift up. And then we're going to go ahead and lift the feet up off the floor, finding your center. Good. And we're going to round things even more here. So if you can, maybe pull those legs in a little closer to your body. Let's drop the chin to the chest and just bring your nose and your knees a little closer together. So we can feel a nice C shape in the spine. Lifting up that head, maybe grabbing those feet to wherever they were previously. Lift up, lift up. Good. Park those feet and then flop them open as we round it over. Excellent. So in our nice hinge here, I'm going to leave my right hand here on the floor, maybe next to my right foot, and then I'm going to swoop that left arm up to the sky. So there's a little rotation. You can grab those feet if you prefer. It's all good, but extend that left arm to the sky. And then we take that left hand, float it on around behind you. Maybe set it on that right hip as we look up. Very nice. Maybe then that right hand can come on around. Maybe you can grab the left, or maybe you can reach that right hand, maybe back for that elbow, that left elbow. But we're looking up and rotating. And relax, untangle, and lift up tall, nice and straight. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, other side. Left hand, maybe next to that left foot. Take that right arm, send it skyward. Up we go. Push that right shoulder down as we look up. Maybe then those right fingertips can reach on around behind you. Right fingertips maybe on that left hip as we look up. And right shoulder pulls back. Maybe that left hand can reach around and grab some part of that opposite arm. Nice. Untangle and release to the center. Lift up nice and straight. Knees come together once again. Grab those thighs, check in with that posture. And let's find your mermaid position. So I'm gonna send my legs here over to the left, and we're gonna work that left hip in that hip socket. So just a little lifting and lowering of that hip. Yeah. Stretch into the hip flexor, and then push that glute down towards the floor. You find your range of movement. Breathe as you go. Very nice. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And release that hip somewhere in the middle, wherever it's cozy. Send a hand here out to the side, and then let's just go ahead and give it another oblique stretch. Reach away from your mermaid tail. And then we're gonna swoop ourselves towards that mermaid tail. And from here, we're gonna swoop up and into a spinal twist. So up and around. Rotating away from those legs, but looking back towards your left toes. Beautiful. Back to the center. Take those legs over to the other side. Excellent. And from here, rock and roll. Rock and roll that right hip out. Range of movement. Lovely. Go ahead and relax that hip somewhere in the middle, wherever it's cozy. And we're gonna go ahead and lift up and over, reach away, big stretch away from your mermaid tail. Swoop it up towards that mermaid tail. And then from here, right into that spinal twist. So up and rotate. To the center. Untangle. Very nice. Bring those legs forward. One more time. Check in with that posture. Up, up, up. And relax it. Very nice. Let's send those legs forward out in front of you so that we can just point your toes. Reach those guys out. And then your toes come back. There's a little demi point. And some flexion. Beautiful. Once again, toes point, demi point, and flexion. Fantastic. Roll those ankles around, make those big slow circles. Both ways. And then we'll go ahead and just relax those legs. Let's find your Dandasana. So long backs, long legs. We're gonna make our way here into our reverse plank. So seated tall, send those hands back. My fingertips are pointed in the direction of my toes. Relax those feet. And then up go those hips, reverse plank. Down we go to that mat. Let's go ahead and change this to the rack. So take your fingertips and point those guys now away in the opposite direction. So nice flat palms. I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together and open up your chest to the sky here. Lift your chin, squeeze the shoulder blades. Breathe. If you can step those hands back a little bit. Maybe bring those little pinky fingers a little closer together. Still opening the chest, still pressing that heart center forward and up. And then release. Come on back up to the top. Relax those wrists. Wiggle out those fingers. Very nice. One more little shake. Lift up tall, Dandasana. And lovely. We're going to go ahead and make our way down onto our mats, onto our backs. Keep this band nearby. So down we go. Lovely. Hug those knees right into your chest. We'll rock a little side to side movement there. Good. Back to the center. We're going to set those feet on that mat. Knees are bent. You can place your arms wherever you'd like. Bring them on out to the side T position or bring them on down beside you. But let's pay attention to your hips. So your right leg, let's let that right knee flop down here on the floor beside you. We're going to go ahead and just straighten that right leg out along your mat. And your right knee, got that natural turn out there in your hip. So let's take your right knee and point it up to the sky. And then we just draw that right leg back in. That's all, same leg. So flop, extend, knee up, draw it in. Flop, extend, knee up, draw it in. One more time. Flop, extend, knee up, and draw it in. We'll do the same thing with that opposite leg, just to loosen up your hips. So flop, extend, knee up, draw in that heel. Flop, extend, knee up, draw it in. 3 more times. You work at your own pace, just loosening up the hip. So once both feet have come back in towards you, let's go ahead and duck walk your feet off the edges of your mat. And then we'll just flop both knees over to the right. Let's flop them over. Get a little stretch into this hip flexor here. Good. Up through the center, flop to the other side. Up we go to the first side. So my knees flop to the right. I'm going to take my right arm and reach it over to the left and look in the opposite direction of those knees. Good. And then slowly here, unfurl so that you can just flop over to that second side. First the knees flop, and then that left arm comes up and over, looking in the opposite direction of the knees. And excellent. Untangle. Duck walk those feet back in, right here up underneath you. Slide your arms down beside you, and how about a little bridge pose today? How about one bridge? So inhale at the bottom. Exhale, tuck up those tailbones, lift those hips up to the sky, squeeze up your glutes, inhale here. Exhale, roll through the spine. Come on down back to the mat. Release that tailbone at the bottom and take a breath. Excellent. Taking that right ankle, let's position your right ankle on top of that left quad. We will send those hands of yours behind that left thigh. So just pull those legs in. There's our little through the hole pose. We'll go ahead and hold it here. Stretching into that glute. Nice. Then we're going to release that left foot to the floor. Reach down with your right hand, grab that big right toe, find your half of a dead bug pose. So we'll point the sole of the right foot up to the sky. We'll bring it on back. Go ahead and place that right ankle just where it was before. Flop your arms to the side. Now we're going to drop that lower body over to the left so that right knee points to the sky. Little tiny twist there. Stretch into the IT band. Come back to the center. Very nice. Take your hands then down and around. We're going to maybe grab that. We're going to grab that lower right leg here. So however you like to do this. So it's as if we're going to do rock the baby but on your back. So grabbing that right leg, pulling it in towards your body. Let's then extend that left leg down and out along your mat and flex both feet. So it's Uppanasana. We've rotated that right leg. Pull that right leg into the body. And then we curl the head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Curl it up. Look down at those left toes. And back we go to the mat. Hug that right leg in, just one more moment. And then we release. Good. Set that right foot on the mat. Take a breath. Maybe let that right knee flop out. There's just another little hip movement there. And bring that right knee back up to the sky. Lovely. Other side. Left ankle to that right quad. Send your hands or your strap behind that right thigh. Pull those legs in. Get a nice little glute stretch. Excellent. Pull those legs in, maybe just a little bit more here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And release into half of a dead bug. So right foot down, out we go. There's our half of a dead bug pose. And then let's find that twist. So bring that foot back in, back to where it was before. Lower body drops over to the right. There's our twist. Very nice. Roll it on back to the center. So we're going to reach down, grab that lower leg as best you can. Go ahead and hug that leg here into the body. So here's our little reclining rock the baby situation, yes? So as you pull that leg in, once you're comfy, push that right leg down and out along your mat and still hug it in here for a moment. And then as you're ready, we curl it up, curl it up. Did we hover that right leg? If we did, lift it up. Can't remember. Hold it here. We're squeezing into that core as well. And then back down we go. Hug that left leg into the body. And release it. Fantastic. Both feet on that mat. Let's go ahead and just find that nice easy open of that left hip. Let it flop open. And let it come back up to the top. So one more time, duck walk your feet off the edges of your mat and just windshield wiper out those hips. How are your hips feeling? A little bit more loose, maybe. Let's go ahead and get those hammy stretches in. So when you're ready, duck walk those feet back in, grab your band, your strap, take that fella, loop up that right foot, and we have a nice hamstring stretch. So let's go ahead and just pull that right leg towards that chest. Breathe, breathe. Right leg is nice and straight. Right heel pushing to the sky. And then we're just going to go ahead and open that right leg out to the side. Transfer your strap into that right hand. Open that right leg out. Inner thigh stretch. Excellent. Release that right leg. And then we'll go ahead and just wiggle it out a little bit. Wiggle, wiggle, so that we can then switch to the other side. So right away today, left leg goes up, hammy stretch. We'll even things out here. Take a breath, inhale, and exhale. Transfer that strap, open that left leg out to the side. There's our hammy stretch, our inner thigh stretch. So reach it on out there, breathe, breathe. And then carefully release that left leg, stretch it here down and out along your mat, along with that right leg. And let's just take a moment to close your eyes, check in with those hips, check in with your breath. Notice that breath as it moves through the body. And especially today, check in with your hips. How do they feel? So we're going to take a nice breath. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, we'll reach on around, grab a thigh, up we go to the top. And let's just do a little fire log pose, or you can modify. So your choices today. We can find ourselves a nice cross-legged position, right? If you are tight through the hips, you can always prop your knees up on some pillows or some blocks. If you're feeling a little bit more loose today, maybe you can find your fire log pose and stack your legs up on top of each other. Or if your hips are still a little tight today, find yourself a nice butterfly position, right? Either way, wherever you are, we're just going to round forward, that's all. So come on down. Beautiful. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Walk it up to the top. Switch up your fire log. So whichever leg was in front, on top, switch it up. If you've got another butterfly ahead of you, that's great too. Walk it out, drop it down. Take your time, in and up. We go to the top. We'll just untangle those legs, reach them forward, and give them a little wiggle. That always feels nice. So, lovely. Take yourselves right on up to hands and knees. There we go. So we're gonna do my new favorite, the extra puppy, but let's start with a cat stretch, round it up. Flatten it out, drop into cow. And then come back to a neutral spine. Let's go ahead and give it rocket cat today. So scoop it up, cat stretch. Press back into rocket cat. Rounded spine, look at those thighs. And come to the center, flatten it out. Good. So find your puppy, scoop to the right, look back at that right foot, and let's give it a little extra puppy. Walk your hands around, curve it further, and then we can spy both feet back there. Lovely. Come through the center, curve it to the left, just a plain curve. And then walk it on over. Nice. Back we go. To the center. Lovely. Rounded up cat stretch. Flatten it out. Neutral spine. Let's find your tiger today. So send the right leg back behind you. Find your center. Float the left arm forward. There's our tiger. And we'll drop those hands and those knees back to the mat. Other side, opposite leg and arm. Good job. Down we go. Let's drop down to your elbows for dolphin. Right? Once we come to dolphin, let's go ahead and round it up into cat stretch. Round it up. Flatten it out. Good. Palms are here. They are pressing down on that mat. Let's find that tiger again. So let's take the right leg, send it back, send the left arm forward. Good. If you are feeling fancy, reach back, grab that foot, lift up into our tiger bow with a nice dolphin elbow. Out we go. And then elbow comes down, knee comes down. Scoop it up, cat stretch. Flatten it out. And then the other side. Left leg, right arm. Stay here, or let's find that tiger bow on your elbow. Good. Reach it out and lower down. Cat stretch one more time. Flatten it out and sit back into Balasana. Give yourself a good stretch here. scoop ourselves right on up into Thunderbolt. Check in with your posture, shoulders over hips. Lift it up nice and long. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Need to make our way up to standing. So find all fours, tuck up your toes, down dog. And hang out in your down dog. Maybe stretch those calves, maybe walk your dog. Or you can hold that position. And then slowly here, walk in those feet, soften up the knees, and let's take your time as we scoop, round and roll, up to the top, head comes up. Nice. Check in with that center, and let's take a nice breath. Inhale up, and exhale down. Lovely. So remember that energy that we sent through those fingertips. Let's find ourselves a 5-pointed star today. So I'm going to bring my feet out a little bit further than hip distance, angle my toes out, and then let's just bring back those elbows. Send your energy through your fingertips. So inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, bend the elbows. Again, inhale. And exhale. Maybe one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Let's add a horse stance to this. So inhale. Bend your knees. Knees go over toes. But still energy reaching out. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Breathe. Move at your own pace, right? It's just our goddess pose. And then one more time, really send things out. Energy, energy, energy. And down we go. Arms come down. Go ahead and duck walk those feet in. There we are. Standing tall. Float your hands up to your heart at namaste. Standing long, always lifted. Shift your weight here onto that left foot, and let's just find a nice, easy tree pose. Feel free to leave those toes grounded on the floor. We'll just balance here. Very nice. Lift those arms up overhead. Lower those hands down. And lower that right foot. Just a nice, slow, gentle balance today. The other side, toes down, toes up. Your choice, you can pull it up higher, you can pull that heel up in front of your thigh. You find your tree, and maybe lift up those branches. Good. Lower your branches and lower that left foot. Beautiful. Deep breath. Inhale up and exhale down. Fantastic. We're going to find our warrior today. So let's take your right foot up towards the front of your mat. And we're going to take that big step back with that left foot. Go ahead and angle your toes in so we've got that nice wide base of balance. And we're going to bring back the energy right there through those fingertips. So take those hips, take that torso, rotate towards those right toes, and then let's go ahead and find your warrior. Arms up. Beautiful. Energy through the fingers. Rotate your palms to the front. Bend your elbows. Squeeze your shoulders back. We're going to add a little hinge, and then we're going to send your energy through those fingertips. So here we are in our nice warrior. Hinge forward, and then let's inhale through the fingertips and exhale. Take a few more. Reach and bend. release. The next time those arms come forward, you're sending your energy through your fingertips. We will then float them down to the mat. Rotate those back toes, runner's lunge. Lift your chin. Excellent. Let's add a little twist. Left hand flat, right arm to the sky. Hands to the mat, step back, down dog. Derrieres are lifted. Come forward into plank. Knees, toes, mush up your derriere, drop to up dog. Lift your hips, tuck your toes, lift your knees, down dog. And then from here, walk the feet forward. Soften the knees, scoop. Round it up to the top, head comes up last, and then roll your shoulders. So one more time, other side with our warrior, energy through the fingertips. So left foot forward, right foot, big step back. Go ahead and ankle it back there. Take those hips, rotate those guys to our new front, sink into that left knee. Up we go, find your warrior. Bend the elbows, palms to the front, hinge forward over that thigh, and then breathe, right? Through the fingertips. Inhale and exhale. Take a few more. The next time those arms reach out energetically, we'll go ahead and bring them on down to the mat. Find your runner's lunge. Leave that right hand on the floor. Scoop up the left. Down we go, both hands. Step back down dog. Come forward to plank. We're gonna find that up dog again. So knees, toes, mush up the derriere. There's our up dog. Lift the hips, tuck the toes, lift the knees, hang out here, take a breath. We're gonna lower down all the way down to that mat. So inhale, exhale, release those toes, and give it a tiny little scoop into cobra. And down. Beautiful. Slide those hands back a little bit more. Push up and back. Stretch into Balasana. We'll go ahead and scoop everything up to the top. Roll it up. Flip it over. And let's just do a nice, easy roll down, hugging those knees into your chest. And then maybe we'll rock a little side to side. Nice and gentle. And one more easy spinal twist. So arms flop out to the side, knees flop to the right. Just rotate that head today. Good, to the center, flop to that second side, turn that head away from those knees. Back we go. How about a little wiggle there? Little shake. set those feet on the mat, slide those legs down and out along your mat, and then bring those arms on around beside you. Maybe bring your hands up to your tummy, right? Actually, let's leave your right hand on your tummy and your left hand up on your chest, right? Wherever it's cozy. But let's close your eyes and let's check in with your breath. So as you inhale, feeling that Dirga Shwasam, feel that tummy rise, feel your chest expand, feel that collarbone lift, all as you inhale. As we exhale, the collarbone drops, chest contracts, and the tummy comes in. Feel that breath, tummy, chest, collarbone. Relaxing and exhaling through the collarbone, chest, and tummy. Feel those three parts. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. You continue to breathe right here in your space, wherever you are, breathing. Feeling that breath, feeling that Dirga Shwasam. That breath animates the body. Each time you exhale, feel all those bits soften up. Also feel yourself melting down into your space, wherever you happen to be. Let's go ahead and make sure as you breathe here that your feet are soft, your lower legs, your knees are nice and easy, your thighs and your hips are relaxed. All that core is gentle. Your torso, all bits of your back, the right arm, the left arm, plus your neck and your head. I wish to turn that head a little from side to side just to make sure that that neck is relaxed and quiet. We can settle that head into a nice, comfy space. An entire body it's just supported by your mat and your breathing. That breath animates that body. That breath inspires movement. Right now, that breath is just continuously moving through your body. As we relax and breathe, it's just with those eyes closed, maybe find that space that is just before sleep. Let's go ahead and hover in that space in our Yoga Nidra. Just relax here and enjoy a few moments of silence. You find your quiet. Slowly and carefully, let's bring your focus back into your space. And let's bring your focus back into your breath. So deep breath. That breath has grown shallow. So let's find those 3 parts once again. Inhale into your tummy, into your chest, and into your collarbone. Exhaling, collarbone, chest, and tummy. Breath in to those 3 parts. And breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Continue to breathe. Start to wiggle those fingers around, start to wiggle those toes around. You can even give yourself a little gentle stretch or a hug. If you like, you can even roll over onto your side for just another moment more. So feel free to stay where you are or even press yourselves up into a nice seated position. Wherever you are, let's just close your eyes and come inward for a final moment of quiet. Focusing here and breathing. Loka, Samasta, Sukhino, Bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Shanti means peace. Om Shanti to you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Thank you so much for stretching and bending and breathing. Hopefully you are feeling a little bit more looser, a little bit more loose, a little bit calmer, or even a little bit stronger. But wherever you are, I'm glad that you are. So please do be good to yourselves, be kind to yourselves, get your vitamin D, always hydrate, and please guys, go wash your paws. So you guys take care, we'll see you soon. Namaste. Hi guys, I'm here with Cheddar England, and Cheddar England is flashing you his big old white and tabby orange paws to remind you to please go wash them. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.